Hello everybody and welcome to today's video on Panthers Gaming. So today I'm going to be simulating the NBA season this past season with all the best players removed from each team. So like the top player in overall. So if you don't like the best player or you think someone else was better on that team, then just go complain to 2K because I did it based off their ratings. So it's not my opinion on who I think is the best player. It's based off the 2K ratings. So if you don't agree with them, go complain to 2K. I'm just doing with what we have here. First, we're going to start by looking at the rosters of each team so you can see the best player remaining after every player is removed. So we're just going to go with the Hornets and go through. So LaMelo was the player removed. And then as you can see, these are the highest players remaining. The top overall player was removed from every team in the NBA. I'm just going to go through these so you can see. And if you guys do want to pause and look at your if one of your favorite teams are here and you don't get to see the whole roster because I'm going a little bit quick, just pause the video and you can see your team, but I'm just going through all the teams. And for these we have everybody healthy, so that's why you see Jaylen Brown and why you saw Klay Thompson on the Warriors, because this is with everybody healthy. So that's why you see that, and then there's all the rosters. So I'm just going to use the Hornets. It really doesn't matter because we're just simming to see who does, and we're going to sim to the All-Star Game draft so we can actually see who made it. So see you guys once I get there. All right, everybody. So I just simulated to the All-Star Team draft. So we're going to go into that, and then we're just going to simulate both of these. Sim draft, auto draft. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, here are the All-Star captains and the players that made it with the best player from every team removed. So we see Valanciunas getting in there for the first time, Jamal Murray, who's really good and probably going to make an All-Star game very soon. And we should, CJ McCollum also should be in the All-Star game probably pretty soon in real life. He's a really good player. He's just barely missing out. Clint Capella in there for the first time, John Collins. And as you guys can see, there's the rest of them in there. So you have some different All-Stars in there because the best players removed, and you have Anthony Davis as a team captain and James Harden instead of LeBron and Steph Curry, or LeBron and someone else, or LeBron and Giannis, because LeBron and Steph Curry are now in the same conference, so that can't happen anymore. But LeBron and Giannis, now it's James Harden and Anthony Davis. So here's all the All-Stars you guys wanted to see. And before we sim to the All-Star break, we are going to check the standings. So right now, the Hornets have the best record in the East. I'm kind of surprised by that, but I guess when every best team's best players are moved, I guess the Hornets are, but where are the Nets? Nets are down here. I'm kind of surprised they're 500 on the year, not 1, 2, or 3. The Nets should be the best team probably because they still have Kyrie and James Harden. They only lost Kevin Durant. Most of these teams' best player is they have one really good player. The Celtics still have Jaylen Brown other than Jason Tatum, but a lot of teams should have one really, really good player. There are exceptions, but Pistons still near the bottom. That's about where they normally are. Lakers, see, they still have Anthony Davis. That's why they're doing good. Memphis Grizzlies a little bit of surprise without Ja Morant. Clippers up here. Got the Pelicans. And then here's just the standings at the All-Star draft. So we're just going to sim until the All-Star game, and then I'll be back with you guys then. All right, guys, at the All-Star game, we're going to go over the league leaders on the stats so far. So it looks like Devin Booker's doing really good without CP3 and being the main player for the Suns. Got Harden up here, Anthony Davis, Tobias Harris. See, the Nets have 2 of the top 7 scorers and points of Kyrie and James Harden. Let's just see who's doing good on the rebounds. Clint Capella, DeAndre Ayton, Valanciunas. A lot of guys averaging a lot of rebounds. Assists-wise, Ben Simmons almost averaging a triple-double. Just needs 0.1 more assists to average a triple-double. And averaging 2.4 steals. That's a lot as well. So Ben Simmons having a great year for the 76ers. And he also leads the league in steals and assists, Ben Simmons. So a really good year by him. And then in field goal percentage, it looks like JaVale McGee's leading it as center for Nuggets. Maybe getting a little bit more playing time with Jokic not being there. And then for three-point percentage, we have CJ McCollum leading the league at 49.1%. That's very good. Klay Thompson up there, Carmelo Anthony, and some other players. And from the free throw line, we got Kendrick Nunn leading the pack at 97%. And then right behind him is Kyrie at 95.3%. And then let's see who's getting the most minutes now. It looks like Devin Booker and Mikal Bridges, Kyle Lowry, Ben Simmons, Evan Fournier. So it's some players you wouldn't expect to be getting the most minutes now since the best player for each team is removed. So here's just some of the leaders. And I'm going to sim to the end of the season. We'll see who makes the playoffs once we get there. I'll see you guys once I'm done simulating. All right, everybody, we just finished simulating the regular season, and we're going to go over the awards. We got Anthony Davis winning MVP. That's a great year by Anthony Davis, averaging a double-double to almost 30 points and almost 13 rebounds, still getting 4 assists and 1.7 steals and 2.5 blocks. Really good year by him. Rookie of the year goes to Anthony Edwards in this simulation. Keep in mind, LaMelo is not in the league in this simulation because he was the Hornets' best overall player, according to 2K, at an 85 overall. Derrick Rose, 6th man of the year. Good year by Derrick Rose. Defensive player of the year also goes to Anthony Davis. They did play really good defensively. 2.5 blocks and 1.7 steals. Bosher wins most improved. Lakers coach wins coach of the year. And for the All-NBA teams, we got Devin Booker and Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, Siakam, and Bam Adebayo as the first team. James Harden, Paul George, Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris, and Porzingis as the second team. And Kyrie's all the way on the third team, which is kind of surprising when him and Harden are still both over a 90. So I'm kind of surprised that he's that far down. But we got Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Brandon Ingram, Marvin Bagley, and DeAndre Ayton on the third team. Defensive first team, we have Ben Simmons, Paul George, Anthony Davis, Mikal Bridges from the Suns, and Rudy Gobert. So Mikal Bridges probably had a good year. And Devin Booker definitely did from what we saw, at least up until the All-Star break. Second defensive team, we got Drew Holiday, Marcus Smart, Robert Covington, Siakam, and Miles Turner. And on the all-rookie first team, we got Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, Tyrese Haliburton, Isaiah Stewart, and I'm not sure how to say that. And then the second team, we got Bay, Patrick Williams, Cole Anthony, Achua, maybe. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, and Quickly. And then that's all the teams. And then here are the playoffs, how they shape up. So the Hornets are the 5 seed, 1 seed's the Heat. And yeah, as you can see, here's the rest of the teams. And on the West, no Warriors with Clay. So I guess Clay cannot bring the team to the playoffs. And I guess without Zion, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball is enough to bring the Pelicans to the playoffs. Anthony Davis was good enough to bring them to the playoffs. Suns barely squeak in without Chris Paul. And we're going to simulate this round by round. So let's start simulating this by the first round of the playoffs and see who advances without the best player from every team in the league. So looks like the Miami Heat will move on. The Bulls will beat the Hornets at 7. Raptors will move on and the Sixers will move on. Lakers will move on and sweep the Suns. They only sweep in the first round. Pelicans will move on over the Clippers. The Kings will move on, and the Grizzlies will move on. I'm so surprised the Kings are playing that well because they don't have De'Aaron Fox, who is their best player. So I'm very surprised by that. Let's sim to the conference finals. Let's see who makes it from each conference. So it looks like we have the Lakers and Grizzlies in the Western Conference, and in the Eastern Conference we have the Heat and 76ers. So we're going to simulate this and see who makes the NBA Finals. So it looks like we're going to have a Grizzlies 76ers finals. Grizzlies able to upset the Lakers with only Anthony Davis and no LeBron James. And the 76ers are able to beat the Heat without Jimmy Butler. So we're going to simulate this game by game now since we are in the NBA Finals. So let me know who you think will win down below. This, I think, will be a close series, but we'll see. We're going to simulate this by a game. So first game goes to the 76ers. Second game to the Grizzlies. Third game to the Grizzlies. Fourth game to the 76ers, tied at 2. 76ers win and go up 3-2 in the series. Alright, we're going to simulate this game and see if the 76ers can win the NBA Finals right here, right now. And they do. So congratulations to the 76ers. They do win the NBA Finals in this video with each team losing their best players. And let's continue with the rest of the video. Sorry for the bad audio quality for this part. And Ben Simmons would win Finals MVP. And look at that stat line. That's a pretty good stat line for a series. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy this NBA 2K content, let me know down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.